श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. So 22nd shloka 8th chapter. इदानीं अनन्यचेताः सततं यो मां स्मरति नित्यशः तस्याहं सुलभः पार्थ इति प्रागुक्तं भक्तियोगम् एव तत्प्राप्त्योपायम् आह. So earlier he said that one who meditates upon me without thinking about anything else, ananya chetah na anyo chetah yasya, the mind is not involved in anything else other than me, that kind of mind. So ananya chetaha, people with that kind of mind, yo mam smarati nityashah, one who thinks about me, meditates on me always, nityashah, that was the key, always. Tasyaham sulabha, for him I am very easily gained. I am his nature, inherent nature. That was said. Iti praguttam, this was said earlier. What is this actually? This is bhakti yoga. That bhakti yoga is the means to gain this self, is established here. What kind of bhakti yoga? You have to understand this. This is for krama mukti. This is not for videha mukti. Bhakti yoga is for krama mukti. And remember, oh, that is also okay. It doesn't really matter. I don't want to gain realization here. If you think, then you have to listen to this chapter, this explanation carefully, today's explanation carefully, because there is always a possibility of return. We are not traveling to a place of no return. We are traveling to a place where there is a possibility of return always. That is what we have to remember. Purushasavarah partha bhaktya labhyastu ananyaya yasyantasthani bhutani yena sarvamidam tatam. Purushaha sa paraha, he partha, bhaktya labhya tu ananyaya yasya antasthani bhutani yena sarvam idam tatam. Sa paraha, sa purushaha paraha, sa paraha purushaha, that absolute, that superior, paraha means superior. So that superior purushaha, that self, he partha, bhaktya labhyaha, should be gained through bhakti. Too, definitely. And what kind of bhakti? Ananya bhaktiya tu labhyaha. He can be gained only through the devotion of absoluteness. There can be no choice. Choiceless devotion. So, yasya antasthani bhutani, in whom all the beings live. Yena sarvam idam tatam, one who lives in all the things. See, tatam means vyaptam, one who pervades everything, in whom everything exists, and one who pervades everything. That is the Purusha. Sa paraha nirtishyaha purushaha, sa purushaha, paraha purusha, paraha purusha means nirtishya purusha, one who has no equivalent, superior or inferior. So that is the Purusha, absolute. Okay. Paramatma, so he has established what he is referring to. Paramatma, this absolute self. Aham eva, Paramatma ahameva ananya na vidyate yo anyo vishayo yasya. Paramatma ahameva, that absolute self is I. In this way, ananyaya bhaktya, with a devotion which is a non-divisible, it does not have any choice, choiceless devotion. Na anyo na vidyate anyo vishayaha, for whom there is nothing other than himself. So that kind of choiceless devotion, that's a beautiful word actually. We saw this ananya bhakti, but I gave different words. Choiceless devotion is the best apt word for ananya bhaktya. Okay, so ananyaya bhaktya, with that choiceless devotion, taya prema lakshanaya bhaktya, with that devotion of love, bhaktya eva labhyah nanya, only through that devotion one can gain this, not through any other means. Sa kaha ityapekshayamaha, who is that? Who you want to gain? Who is that? So he says, Yasya Purushasya Antasthani Antarvartini Bhutani Sarvani, in whom all the bhutas means the beings, one that resides in him, that exists in him. Sarvani Karyani. Bhutas, what do you mean by bhutas? Sarvani Karyani, all the beings, all the effects, whatever you see as effect, all of them. How can all of the effects exist in him? See, the simple logic is karnantarvartitvat karyasya. That is the simple logic. Because karya, the effect always exists in the cause. The effect is never beyond the cause. You can say the name and form to be different, but name and form are only words. We have already seen this. Vacharamana vikaro namadeyam. Mrittike satyam. Only the place is the truth. Similarly, only the cause is the truth. So, all the effect are nothing but the cause. So he says, Ata eva yena purushena sarvedam garidatam tadam vyaptam. That is exactly why by this Purusha all the beings are pervaded. How do you know this? Shruti also says this. Ityadi Shrutibhyascha. He is explaining the Shruti also. These are the Shrutis which are explaining that. What is that? Yasmat param na paramasti kinchit. Yasmat nani yona jayosti kaschat. वृक्ष एव स्तब्धो दिवितिष्ठत्येकस्नेद तिष्ठत्येकस्तेनेदं पूर्णं पुरुषेण सर्वं यच्च किञ्चित् जगत् सर्वं दृश्यते श्रूयतेऽपि वा अन्तर्बहिश्च तत् सर्वं व्याप्य नारायणस्थितः स पर्यगात् शुक्रम् अमृतम् इत्यादि श्रुतिभ्यश्च. There are so many shrutis like this which establish the same idea. Yasmat param na aparam asti. There is nothing superior or inferior with respect to which kinchit, anything, not this or that, anything is neither superior nor inferior to this. Na aniyo na jyayosti kaschita. Nothing is a greater or lower or bigger or smaller than this. Aniyaha means smaller, jyayaha means bigger. So there is nothing superior or inferior or greater or lesser to this self. That is the self. And what kind of self it is? Vriksha eva stabdho divi tishtati. Vriksha eva stabdha. It is as though it is immovable. It is immovable means does not change. It does not transform like a tree. A tree does not move or change. It does stay there. So like that, divi tishtati. In the divi means in the the world which is illumined. It's because of its self-effulgence. Okay. So divi tishtati ekaha. How many? We are talking about how many purushas we are talking about? One purusha. Ekaha. Tenaidam purnam purushena sarvam. Tenaidam purushena purnam sarvam. By that purusha, all these things are pervaded. Purna means they are completed. They gain completion. Yaccha kinchit jagat sarvam drishyate shruyate va. Whatever you see in the world or hear in the world, hear about whatever. Antar bahichatat sarvam, inside and outside, internally and externally, all of them, whatever you have heard about or whatever you have seen, all of them are pervaded by Narayana. Vyapya Narayana Sthitaha. Narayana exists pervading all of them internally and externally. This is Narayana Sutta. So don't think, oh, finally, after talking about all that bhakti, you have to come to all that Vedanta, you have to come to this bhakti, no? Don't be stupid. We are not talking about bhakti. Narayana means narasya ayanam iti Narayana. We are not talking about some Narayana, Devata. We are talking about narasya ayanam iti Narayana. One who is the substratum. Ayana means substratum. Substratum for the Nara beings. That is Narayana. Vishnu means Vishulru Vyapto. From that root word, the pervading, that all pervading self. So here also, similarly, the self is what is referred to. Okay? Saparigat Shukram Amritam. It is pure, that self is pure and effulgent, etc. It is said in these Shrutis. Sagana Brahma Upasakaha Tat Padam Prapya Nanivartante Kintu Kramena Muchanti. The people who meditate upon the Saguna Brahman, the attribute itself, they will not return back. They will be liberated from there in order, in stages. This is it. But you just claimed it is not so. We'll come to that later. Tatra talloka bhogat prag anutpanna samyak darshananam tesham marga apekshaya vidyate nato samyak darshanam iva tat anapeksha iti upasakanam. See, okay, these fellows, these Saguna Brahman Upasakas, the people who meditate upon the Ishvaras with attributes, the self with attributes, they are going to means they are going to travel. Travel means you need a path. So, what is that path they are going to travel in? So, with reference to these people who are meditators, who are upasakas, we need to discuss about the path. This is not with reference to the people who meditate on the non-attributed self, who are the knowers of non-attributed self. This is only with reference to people who meditate on the attributed self. You have to understand the difference. Okay. So, Talloka Praptaye Devayana Marga Upadishyate, for gaining that world of the deity, your deity. See, we are talking about the deities prescribed in the Shastra, which is meditated through the mantra given by the Guru. Because people, they think they themselves to be over smart and they read from books some mantra, they start chanting. That is not how it is done. Guru is important, keyword. So this fellow, he meditates upon that deity, and that is exactly why Ananya Chetaha, you should be Ananya Chetaha. Your mind should be always there in that object of meditation. So wherever that is why I prescribe this. Wherever you see that Ishta should what? Ishta means which is that which you are meditating upon. That is what should be there always in front of you. Okay. So Talloka Praptaye, for gaining that world of, so once you do that, you will go reach the world of that deity. Okay, so when you go to the world of that deity, there you have to study Vedanta. Remember that. So here you are in front of this deity and you are studying this Vedanta. Just try to get realized here itself. Simple, easy. Otherwise, you have to wait till 100 years of that fellow. We have calculated it is like 2G, 4G. So there was a scam here in India, which they said made a huge loss or something, in tune to some uh, billions and trillions of rupees. Billions of trillions of rupees. I don't even know the number, I told you already. So that is the idea. So you have to wait till that fellow pops off. You have to wait. When will he kick the bucket? When will he die? That is not a very good thought. Whoever it may be, when will he die? That will not be a good thought. So don't go there. Realize here itself. He says, Talloka Prapti, for gaining the world of that deity, Devayana Margam Upadishyate, the path of the deities is presented. There are two paths. One is path of deities and the path of ancestors, the mains. So if you this is called as Archi, the other is called as Dhuma. This is white, the other is black. Contrary. Okay. So if you travel through the white path, you won't come back mostly. So if you go through the black path, the ancestors' world, you will be coming back. Definitely, not mostly. Definitely. Okay. So this is difference. Pitriyana marga upan upanyasastu tasya staya. See, if you want to discuss about the Devatayana, the white path, you stick to that. What do you want to discuss? Something else, the black path. For that, he says that black path, the Devata, the Pitru path is path in Sanskrit. Patha is patha means path. Okay, so the black path is discussed. The Pitruyana is discussed with reference to this, to extol this. Remember, that is a dangerous one. You will be returning back. But this one, no. This is no, a trip of no return. Remember that. Like that, he is extolling this path. यत्र काले तु अनावृत्तिम् आवृत्तिं चैव योगिनः प्रयाता यान्ति तं कालं वक्ष्यामि भरतर्षभ. यत्र काले अनावृत्तिम् आवृत्तिं च एव योगिनः प्रयाता यान्ति तं कालं वक्ष्यामि हे भरतर्षभ. Yatra kali, in which time, yatra means seventh case, in which time, kali. But here time does not refer to the time in particular, but the deity associated with the time. Kala Abhimani Devata. Like people who have seen Mahabharata of olden times, there are so many Mahabharatas. Mahabharata, which was aired after Ramayana, I think. Yes. So in that Mahabharata, the beginning of Mahabharata, generally there will be a ting, and then there is a sound. A chakra will be moving, and there will be a silhouette of a rishi kind of sitting, and he will be claiming, I am the time. Like that, he will be claiming, and he will discuss things. So he is the witness to everything. So like a witness, he will explain things, the story. So like that, they will introduce you to that whole idea. Now, that is the Kala Abhimani Devata we are talking about. We are not talking about time in particular, but the time associated deity. So he says, Anavrittim, Avrittim cha yanti yoginaha. The yogi, Prayata yanti, the yogi who travel through this path, they gain two states. One is a path of no return, and another is path of return. Tam kalam vakshyami. I am going to explain that time related deity. Hey Bharatarshabha. So see on among the Bharatas. Prana Utkarananantram yatra yasmin gale Kala Abhimani Devata Upalakshite marge prayata yogina dhyaninaha kariminascha anavartim avartim cha yanti. Prana Utkarananantram, after the death, after the prana leaves the body, we are talking about the people who are meditating on the Saguna Brahman attribute itself. Not the knowers of Nirguna Brahman. Remember, knowers of Nirguna Brahman don't travel. If you see some light traveling and say, oh, that is that date, that I saw light when that man died, I saw bright light. If you see that kind of light, that probably was a satellite and not the Mahatma who died. Remember that. If it is that Mahatma, then that Mahatma is not a realist Mahatma. There is no travel after the knowledge. Remember that very clearly. Okay, otherwise you will be, instead of giving respect, showing your respect to your guru, your tradition, you will be disrespecting him by trying to extol these kind of showing these kind of stories. That's a stupid thing. So he says, Prana Utkramana Anantram. After the prana leaves the body during the time of travel, Yatra Yasmin Kale Kala Abhimani Devata Upalakshite Marge. In the path which is associated with the time associated deity. In the path associated with the time means the time associated deity. In the path associated with the time associated deity. Simple. Okay. So, Prayata, the travelers. Travelers, who are the travelers? Yoginaha, the yogis. Who are the yogis we are talking about? Dhyanina Karminascha. The people who are meditators and people who perform the karmas. Both. Yanti, Avrittim and Avrittim. People who travel, they can either come back or they may not come back. Both is possible. Yanti. देवयानपति प्रयाता धानिनो अनावृत्तिं यान्ति. पितृयानपति प्रयाता कर्मिणः आवर्तिं यान्ति. Simple. The people who travel through the path of deities, they will not come back. The people who travel through the path of Pitrus, the ancestors, they will come back. The people who travel through the path of deities is meditators, upasakas. The people who travel through the path of Pitru is the karmina, the karmis, the people who perform the karmas. Okay, so iti यद्यपि देवयाने पथि प्रयाता पुनरावर्तन्ते इत्युक्तं, but the people who travel through the devayana, the path of deities, they will also come back. It was said where आ ब्रह्मभुवना लोका पुनरावर्तिन इत्यत्र. Hey Arjuna, आ ब्रह्मभुवना लोका, till the Brahman, world of Brahman, every place is a place of return. This was very clearly established. यद्यपि, though it is said there, तथापि, still, पितृयाने पथिगताः आवर्तन्त एव न केपि तत्र क्रममुक्ति भाजः. The people who travel to the Pitruyana, they will definitely come back. No one gains liberation in classes and stages there. No possibility of liberation in Pitruyana, the path of ancestors. Means you have to come back. There is no other choice. Devayana Pathigatastu, but for the people who travel through the path of deities, the white path, यद्यपि केचित् आवर्तन्ते प्रतीक उपासकाः तद् विद्य तडित् लोकपर्यन्तं गताः हिरण्यगर्भपर्यन्तम् अमानवं पुरुष नीताः अपि पञ्चाग्निविद्यादि उपासकाः अतत्कृतवो भोगान्ते निवर्तन्ते एव. See, यद्यपि केचित् आवर्तन्ते, some people they come back. Who are you talking about? Pratika upasaka, the people who meditate on a form, okay, they will come back. Tadit loka paryantam. Tadit is the world, name of the world. They travel till the path of the world of Tadit, okay, and Hiranyagarbha paryantam, till and through the Tadit, that is not the destination. They can go till the Hiranyagarbha, the Brahma loka. They can go till the Brahma loka. And who is going to take them? Amanava Purusha Nitaha. The Amanava Purusha, the formless person, he is going to lead them. It is said in the Shruti, Yehi, 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 like that they will be inviting him. Please come, please come. Every step you take, they will say, please come, please come, please come. That's a royal receiving. They will receive all that in very royally, but you will be sent off also. He says, Avartante. पुरुषनीताः अपि पंचाग्निविद्यादि उपासकाः अतत्कृतवो भोगान्ते निवर्तन्ते एव. The Panchagni Vidya people who perform the Panchagni Vidya, that karma also, those people also, they will also come back. Tathapi Daharadi upasaka kramena muchyante, but people who perform the Dahara Vidya, that Dahara Vidya people, it is said both in Chandogya and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. So that people who do the Dahara Vidya upasana, not the Panchagni or the other karma upasanas, Dahara upasana, they will not come back. Bhoga muchyante, kramena muchyante, they will gain krama mukti, bhogante iti, after experiencing all the enjoyments there. Na sarva eva avartante. Therefore, not everyone is going to return back. Remember, that is the key word. You can see it as not everyone is going to return back, or not everyone is going to stay there. That is also right. Right? So, at eva Pitruyana panthaha niyamena avarti falatvat nikrishtaha. But this is the reason. See, not everyone is going to come back. That means the Pitruyana path, the path of Pitrus, everyone is niyamena, without fail they are going to come back. So with reference to that, without fail they are going to come back. But here there is a choice. You may realize there. So with reference to the Pitruyana, this is superior, and that is inferior, nikrishtaha. Since they are going to return back, it is inferior. Definitely return back, it is inferior. Ayam tu devyanavantsaha anavritti falatvad ati prashastah iti stuti upapadyate. See, This path of deities is a superior. Why? Because this path of no return. Therefore, the extolling and all is logical. केषाञ्चित् आवृतोपि अनावर्ति फलत्वस्य अनपायात्. See, though some people are going to return back, but still there are many people who are not going to return back, right? There are other people who are not going to return back, right? So, with reference to that, this is a superior world. We want to understand the superior stuff. Knowledge of self is the only way. तम देवयानं पितृयानं च कालं कालाभिमानी देवता उपलक्षितं मार्गं वक्ष्यामि. हे भरतर्षभ, ओ भरतर्षभ, son of Bharata, understand this. I am going to explain to you the path, both Devyana and Pitruyana, with reference to the Kala, with reference to the deity who is associated with the time. I am going to explain that path. Hey Bhartarshaba. Atra Kala Shabdasya Mukhyarthatve. If you are going to understand Kala as time, the direct meaning, Kala means time. If you are going to accept that meaning, then Agnir, Jyotihi, Dhuma, Shabdanam, Anuvatihi. There is impossibility of, there will be no synchronization. There is no possibility of using these words with reference to the Kala. Which words? Agnir, Jyotir, Dhuma, etc. Iti, Anuvatihi. Gati Sriti Shabdayoscha. Under the going and coming also is impossible. Gati and Sriti, going and coming, these words also cannot be used because there is no time, does not go and come. Time is stagnant. Okay, with a reference point, you say, with reference point as today, you say yesterday, day, tomorrow. Otherwise, there is no yesterday and tomorrow in time. Like there is no south and east to your space. With reference point, I am sitting here in front of me, behind me. But if I am going to stay behind, then this becomes front, right? So only with reference to a reference point, you can talk about a difference in time and space. So he says, iti upavadhyate. Tad anurodheneva kasmin kalapade lakshana ashrivaha. So, with reference to that, because of those words are improbable otherwise, based on that, we are resorting to the implied meaning of the term time. Means time, the associated deity. Lakshana Ashritaha. Kala Abhimani Devatanam Margatvepi. But Kala, we are talking about the path of deities. Then what about the path of Pitrus? There also this Kala Abhimani deity will be there. How do you know? Because Margatvepi Bahulyat. There is a Bahulata. Bahulata means in Sanskrit, there is a sutra. Unadayo Bahulam. Unadayo Bahulam. Under that, what Bahula is explained. Kochit Pravritti, Kochit Apravrittihi, Kochit Anyadeva, Kochit Vibhasha, iti Bahulakaha Vadanti, like that. So, Kochit Pravritti, sometimes there is a possibility of this functioning. Kochit Apravritti, sometimes there is no possibility of this functioning. Kochit Anyadeva, at some places, these possibilities are given up and it takes a different route. Kochit Vibhasha, sometimes there is a choice. That also is right, this also right, and the other also is right. Like that, anything is possible is called as Bahula. So this time Abhimani Devata is associated with the right path and the left path, the white path and the black path. Agni Dhumayoho, Tat Itrayoho, Satoho api Agnihotra Shabdavad, Ekadeshena api Upalakshanam Kalapad Shabdena. See, the Agni and Dhuma, they are both associated, true. But still, like the Agnihotra Shabda is understood, similarly, we have to understand the association with both the path. Remember this. I'll come to that again. Anyatha, Pratra Agni Devatayaha Abhavat Tat Prakshya Shastram, Tat Prakyam Cha Anya Shastram iti Anena Tasya Namadhyata Nasya. So only if you understand this, you will be able to understand Agnihotra Shabdavad Ekadesha ekadeshenapi upalakshanam. Like the Agnihotra Shabda, even one section of it can be used for implied meaning, deriving the implied meaning. What does that mean? See, Agnihotra is a karma. Yes, I know that. Yes, you know that. But this Agnihotra karma, in the morning, like people who perform the Sandhya Vandana, there is a Samidha Dhana. The brahmacharis normally have to perform. They don't do it now. So, like you have to, even in Sandhya Vandana, daily morning you have to say, you have to ask for forgiveness for the sins you performed in the night. In the evening, you have to ask for forgiveness for the sins you performed in the day. Yadratryapaapmakarsham manasavachastabhyam vadhyam udarin shishna, etc. Okay. So, now, this Agnihotra karma in the night, in the evening, you have to do it for Agnaye Idannamama. For the, in the morning, you have to do it for the, not Agni. Though it is Agnihotra, you have to do it for Surya Idannamama. So in the morning, you have to do it for Surya, and the evening, you have to do it for Agni, the same Agnihotra. Now, there is a Shastra rule, Purvimamsa, Tat Prakhyam cha Anya Shastram, Tat Prakhyam, Prakhya is name. That name, if you give a different name, then it is a different karma altogether. A karma will become different if there is different name or different deities. Same name but different deities. Then the karma differ. Different name but same deity, karma differs. Does not really matter. So, same deity, different names, karma differs. Different deity, same name, karma differs. The different names differ because there is a rule for that. It's called Namadheya Shastra. Under the Karma Kanda, there is a Namadheya. Based on the name, the karmas change. Similarly, here also, Agnihotra Shabdavat, only one portion of it is Agni, related to Agni. The other portion is related to Surya, sun. But you are referring it to as Agnihotra, based on the Agni deity. Okay? I don't understand. Okay, forget. If you don't understand, it is okay. Don't worry about it. Amravanam iti cha laukiko drishtantah. We will give you an example which you can understand. He says Amravanam iti. Amravanam. Amra means mangoes. Vanam means forest. This mangrove. Mangrove, when I say, there are mango trees there. Let us go to our mango forest, mangrove. Okay. You go there, you see in between mango trees, there are some coconut trees also. What is this? You said mangrove and mango tree. Now there is a coconut tree here. Why did you cheat me? No. We didn't cheat you. Why? Because there are 10 coconut trees and 50 mango trees. Which is more? Mango trees, of course. So I am going to refer it to only that majority name. I don't understand this. Okay, you don't understand this. Fine. I'll give you a different example. Like you have a Panchikarana. In that Panchikarana, when I say earth, after Panchikrita, Panchamahabhuta, when I call this earth, there is no pure earth. 50% of it is a earth. The other 50% is a mixture of, in equal measures, mixture of the other elements. Right? That is what is. Still, I am calling it as earth because the majority, it's a democracy, right? So, tayo tatra upasakanam devayanam panchanam. For the people who do upasana, they will be traveling only through the path of deities. That is said here. Agnir Jyotir Ahashuklah Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Vidojana. Next. Dhumo Ratristata Krishnaha Shanmasa Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandramasam Jyotir yogi prapya nivartate. I am reading it along with this to show you something. Agnihi jyotihi ahaha, there dhumaha ratrihi. Okay, so the difference, we first in this shloka it is the path of deities, in the next shloka it is the path of Pitrus. This white path, there it is black path. Agnihi jyotihi ahaha shuklaha shanmasa uttarayanam tatra prayata gachanti. The prayata, the people who travel, the people who are upasakas, as they said, tatra upasakanam, the people who are upasakas, meaning the people who meditate upon the Ishvara with form, attributed self, they travel through this path. Which path? Agnihi, the path of fire. Jyotihi, the path of light. Ahaha, the path of day. Shuklaha, the white path. I am just translating without any explanation here. And that too, I am just giving the word meaning for each one of them. Shanmasa Uttarayanam. And there is a Uttarayana, 6 months Uttarayana. 6 months, see, everything has two aspects: good, bad, right, wrong. Like that, every day has two parts. One is white, the other is dark, which is the day and night. Okay, with reference to one day, you have this part. Similarly, with reference to 1 month, you have two parts. One is a one paksha, the other is another paksha. Krishna paksha, Shukla paksha. Okay, so that Krishna paksha and Shukla paksha becomes a 1 month. 2 months becomes a ritu, a period of time, spring, etc., autumn, etc., which you define. That is 2 months period. Okay, a season, ritu. Now, 6 months period is called as a ayana. White ayana, black ayana, the Uttarayana, Dakshinayana. Okay, so it is like the movement of sun. The sun travels from left to right and then right to left. That is what is a Uttarayana and Dakshinayana is. Okay, so Uttarayana, 6 months. 2 6 months, Samvatsara, year. Okay, like that it goes. Now, Prayata Gachanti, these, the people who travel, they gain. The people who know about the self, the attributed self, they gain this. Agnir Jyotir Ahar Arch Agnir Jyotiriti Archir Abhimani Devata Lakshate. Agnir Jyotihi, etc. This is with reference to the Archir Abhimani Devata, the Devata which associates itself with the, identifies itself with the path of Archi. One is the path of Archi, the other is path of Dhuma. Archi, Dhuma. Right? The path of Archi. So in that path of Archi, this fellow travels. And who is we are referring to with Agnir, Jyoti, etc. The one who identifies himself, the deity who identifies himself with that path. Okay, for everything there is a deity. Okay, so Ahar iti, Ahar Abhimanini. Ahar means day. Day means we are not referring to the day. The deity associated, identified with the day. One who identifies himself with the day. I am the day, like that. Okay. Shukla Paksha. Shukla means white. White means the Shukla Paksha is what is referred. Shukla Paksha Vimani Devi. The one fortnighter. The white fortnighter. The waxing of moon or waning of moon. That is the thing. Waning of moon. 6 months. 15 days. Shanmasa Uttarayana, and 6 months is Uttarayana, the path of growth, something like that. Okay, the path of growth, and that is why people want to die. Just recently it started. The Uttarayana started just recently. There are some people who love to die only during the Uttarayana. Okay, so they'll wait for Uttarayana. Even Bhishmaji waited for this Uttarayana. There should be some meaning. for people who have association with time. Uttrayana Rupa Shanmasa Abhimanini Devata. Again, here the deity which is associating itself with that 6 months. That is what is referred here. Lakshyate. How do you know? Ativahikaha Tallingat iti Nyayat. Ativahikaha Tallingat. Ativahika, when we say Ativahe Bhavati Ativahika, when we say Ativahikaha, we refer to the deity, not something else. How do you know? Tallingat. There are pointers referring to it, showing it. Based on this rule, Etacha Anyasampi Shutyuktanam Devatanam Upalakshanartham. This is a pointer to other deities, other places where the Shruti says refers to things with reference to the deities. Tatacha, how do you know this? Tatacha Shruti. The Shruti says, what does the Shruti say? Te archat avisambhavanti arjisho arhaha ahnaha apuryamasa paksham apuryamana pakshat yan shan udangeti masan tan masebhya samvatsaram samvatsaradaadityam aditya chandramasam chandramaso vidyutam tat Purushah amanavah sa etan brahma gamayati yesha devapato brahmapatha yetena pratipatyamanaha imam manoma vartana vartante. Very clearly it is saying yetena pratipadyamanaha, people who have taken to this path, imam manam avartam, these people avartam navartante, they don't come back like the other people. It is said, where should you go? Devapatha Brahmapatha. Yesha Devapatha Brahmapatha. This path, which is called as deity, path of deity, which is path of Brahman, the attribute itself. People who travel through this path, they don't come back. How do you go to this? Because you are talking about the path which is leading to the gates of Brahman. But from my place, how do I travel to that path? So that is the point. You have destination path, but you have to have the starting path also, right? So he says, okay, I'll tell you. First, you have to go to Archir Abhisambhavanti. They take to the path of Archi. So there, from this world, when you leave, the path divides. You take to the path, Archir path or Dhuma path, the bright path or the Dhuma means smoke. So the fire path or the smoke path. So you take the Archir path. Okay, from there. After that, Sambhavanti Archisho Ahaha. There, from there, you take a right cut to the path of day. Day Abhimani Devata again. Okay, Ahaha means day, day Abhimani Devata. Ahaha Apuryamasa Paksham. So, from the path of day, you have to take another right to Apuryamana Paksham, which is a Apuryamana Paksham. First half of the month. Okay, the bright month. Apuryamasa Pakshat Yan Shan Udangeti. From the path of Apuryamasa Paksha, the bright fortnight, from there you have to travel next to the path of Shan Udangeti, Uttarayana. Udang is Uttara. Okay, so Udangeti, Uttarayana. You have to go to the Uttarayana path. And from there, Masan, Tan, Masebhya Samvatsaram, 6 months into 2, 1 year. Okay, so Samvatsaram, they go to the path of year. Samvatsaradityam, from the path of year, they travel to the path of sun. Aditya Chandramasam, from the path of sun, they travel to the path of moon. Chandramaso Vidyutam, from the path of moon, they go to the path of lightning. Remember all this. Tan Purusho, otherwise you will lose the track and you will take another left or something, you will not reach the destination. If you want to go to this destination, remember this. Tat Purusho Amanavaha Sa Yenan Brahma Gamayati. There they'll be received by a formless person who will lead them to the Brahman, the world of Brahman. This is where it is said, Yehi, 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 Yehi. please come, like that they will be inviting you and taking you to the world. Gamayati yesha deva pataha brahma pataha. This is what is called as the path of deity, the path of Brahman attribute itself. Ye tena pratipatyamanaha, people who travel through this path, who have taken to this path, imam manavam avartam navartante. This world of mortals where they come back, the returning back path, they don't come to this path, they don't take this path again. So that is the idea. We will see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.